Okay, so we're back, and me and Alex are going to teach you how to fly properly in PTFS. So your plane will look something a little bit like this. If you spawn a Cessna 172. So once you've jumped in, let's go over the controls. So for manoeuvring, if you're on computer, you use a mouse, toggle engine for E, push back reverse P. If you're on phone or tablet, it will be different. You'll just have to do a lot of tapping. So let's get the plane started. So press D, and then let's follow the taxi line. So usually air traffic control would make you stop here, but obviously there's no air traffic controller on, because normally we would talk to Greater Rockford Air Traffic Control, because you can see there's no air traffic control tower here. So let's just use our judgments. We're using runway 18, nothing coming that way, nothing coming into land. So let's line up on the runway, still following the taxiway. And ideally the flaps want to be set at either 1 or 2. Ideally 1 for takeoff, 2 for coming into land, and 3 for landing. So let's line up. Let's put the flaps back at 0 because we'll need as much wind as we can to take off. Are you ready for takeoff, Alex?
You bet I am.
Right, let's take off then. Takeoff power set. V1, whatever that means. And rotate! Yay! Got positive rate. We can't put the gear up because this plane doesn't actually allow you to put gear up.
This reminds me of the other game called Project Flights, the Flight, which I don't purchase that, but I do like PTFS as it's cheaper. Not gonna lie.
So when you're in the air, if you have a look, we can lock the seats. So the seats are now locked, so no one else can get in. You can control cruise mode at 1,000 feet. You can do altitude hold, which we're going to hold. Advanced controls, which is Z, so basically that means you can fly upside down if you wanted, like we're doing now.
Ooh, I feel sick.
Let's turn the right way before Alex feels sick. Rudder, that's on advanced control, so if we put advanced control on, as you can see, I'm leaving my mouse where it is. So let's turn the right way around. So camera lock, if you press X, it locks your camera in place, so it gives you a bit more of some sort of realistic flight, somehow. Don't know how. Camera mode, see, don't really know what that does. And you can give your co-pilot limited controls, which I've now just done. I just gave Alex limited controls. I'm going to take them away before he crashes the plane. I know what he can be like. What's going on here?
I didn't touch anything.
And I can give him full control of the aircraft, which I'm not going to do because we will just end up crashing. So coming into land then. So we need a nice low altitude and we need to start slowing down. So let's start slowing the airplane down and let's put the flaps at 1. Because we're still in the air, we still need that wind. So if we decrease the throttle a little bit more, we can now put the flaps at number 2. And make sure to be lined up nicely for the runway. And now as we've got lower to the ground, we can now put them at number 3. And land. Oh, early touchdown. But we still buttered it. And then do a butter landing on The runway.
For someone who played for the Project Flight game on Roblox, when I heard it did the landing and it did the voice of butter landing.
Oh, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Aye.
Butter.
Yes.
So once you've landed, you want to basically taxi back to wherever you want. So if you're at like an international airport, you can taxi to any gate. If you're like at a military base, like Air Base Gary, you can just taxi to wherever you want. So we're just going to taxi to wherever we want because we're at the training centre. So if you want, you can put the flaps back at number 1 or number 2. And then follow the taxi line. Normally, I've got unlimited fuel enabled, so you would normally be low or starting to go low a little bit on fuel now. So you'd normally make your way to the fuel point to refuel your aircraft. And we are going to stop the aircraft nicely here. So that is how you fly in PTFS. So hope this tutorial's helped. Even if things get interrupted by trouble here. Yes, I'm looking at it. Anyway, see you next one. Bye.
Ta-ra.